Hey, BookMattic lifelong learners. Great to see you today. So, what are the keys to adult learning? What are the skills that adults need to learn? That's what this video is going to answer. There are many skills out there. I'm going to talk about or a couple very important skills. So, definitely stay tuned in this video and we'll go over some very important skills. All right, just to let you know up front, the things that we are going to go over in this video today are focus, relevancy, and then learning how to learn well as learning how to put that knowledge that we learn into a platform like a second brain. And then the third thing, or the fifth thing, so to say, would be to how to implement that knowledge, how to put it into action. So let's get into the first part, which is focus. The number one key, whether you're an adult or a child, is focus. If you're not focused on what you're learning about and what you're trying to improve upon for yourself, if you're not focused on it, then you will lose track of what you're doing. It just won't stick in your brain. I guess a couple of tips that might be helpful for you if you have problems having focus is just get rid of distractions such as your phone, such as if you don't need internet connection, then don't use internet connection because you might be tempted to check your email or use your desktop or whatever to get on social media through the desktop. And so getting rid of distractions can really help you to narrow your focus, and having clear goals would be another second tip, like organization, setting out a timetable and stuff like that. That will really help you to focus on what you're doing, what you're learning about, and then you won't get distracted and you can accomplish what you've set out to accomplish. All right, so the next is relevance. So if you are studying something, reading a book, or taking a course, maybe that's required by your office, or doing like professional development or anything like that, if it is relevant to what you are working on and your personal goals, your professional goals, everything like that, then it will stick in your brain if it's very relevant to what you want to accomplish. If it's not relevant, then you're going to have a really tough time to really get involved with what you're learning about and to feel motivated to learn about it. Like, especially I've heard of professional development, like seminars and stuff like that, that were required to attend. I've personally experienced this before, where it was just like a dread to go there, and the only thing I remember about that specific occasion was the fact that it was a dread to go to. All the content I didn't really remember. So yeah, it has to be relevant. So whatever you're reading and studying about, try to make it as relevant as possible. And if it's required by your office or anything like that, then sometimes you just have to stick through and do your best to make it stick, even if it's not relevant. But yeah, the more relevant it is, the better it is. All right, the next points that I want to talk about are very dear to me. It's something I like to practice every single day in my personal and professional life, and I love helping people to do as well, is learning how to learn well, learning how to put that knowledge into a second brain. I personally use RemNote. There are several other note-taking apps out there, or you could stick with the traditional notebook, paper, pencil, whatever it may be. So, all right, learning how to learn and organize that information into a systematic platform, a second brain, is such an important skill that a lot of us didn't really get taught in school, and especially this second brain idea is something that maybe a lot of us have not even heard about before. So I'll briefly talk about it, and I've also made some videos about this type of thing in the past, so if you want to check those out, I'll link them up above. And so let's get into talking about organizing the information, because learning how to learn is something that maybe you've already done in the past. So let's talk about how to organize it. Okay, second brain. RemNote is the one that I personally use. And whenever I'm reading a book or listening to a YouTube video, or I have an idea, or I want to take a screenshot of something and I want to save it in a particular place. Now, I don't want to save in a bunch of different apps. My gallery is full of screenshots, but I want to keep it in a very specific place where I keep all the ideas. That's what the second brain is used for. So RemNote, I can upload PDFs, I can upload pictures, I can type texts, I can do a to-do list or anything like that. It's a very useful app. I use it for my books. I can also use the voice to text feature on there, and I love doing that, especially when I'm reading a physical book. I don't want to have to stop reading, so I'll speak into the phone, and then it will automatically type out that text for me. So it creates a flow that is very smooth and very it's not very disruptive to my thought process. Now, I know that each and every person has their own way of taking notes and organizing their ideas and keeping track of what they need to do. I just want to vouch, from my own personal experience of keeping all my notes and ideas in one place. It really, really helps for organization. It helps for so many different aspects of life. It helps to de-stress because I know exactly where to go if I need to find something. So I do highly recommend checking out some of those note-taking apps out there, especially RemNote or Rome Research or Obsidian or even Evernote. So check those out. I'm not going to elaborate too much more on it in this video, but I will try to make some videos in the future where I talk specifically about how I use this app and how you can too, and maybe show some examples of it. So once you've organized all this information into your second brain, you can act on it. You can act on it before you've organized, but organizing it and acting on it helps you to make your actions even stronger, which is really important when we have only 24 hours in the day. And how much of that are we actually awake? And how much of that do we actually have time to take action on what we care about the most? So having the second brain and having a specific folder, a specific document within that second brain that is specifically about things that you want to act on can really help you to move forward towards your goals, your personal goals, your professional goals, your relationship goals, all around every aspect of your life. The second brain can really help a great deal. I've been using this second brain since 2019. I started tinkering with it, and since then I've seen such big results, and there are so many more results to come in my life, just because I've organized it in a way that I can de-stress myself because I know exactly where to go, like I mentioned before. So that's what this act part is. And a lot of the time, especially for people who really love reading a lot, sometimes we get stuck in the rut of just reading and not really doing much with that. Of course, we cannot do something with everything that we read, but there are some aspects that we read that we should try to implement in any way that we can, or generate new idea synthesis. So yeah, definitely this is such an important aspect of our learning process. We focus, we keep things relevant, we learn how to learn well, we organize what we learn into a second brain, and we act on the most relevant things in our life. So yeah, I really hope that you learned a lot from these 5 aspects. Definitely subscribe to my channel for hopefully weekly videos like this, and for sure the podcast and everything. So definitely take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like these. Also follow my other social media accounts such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for more valuable content. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys next time.